Autobots. This Prime just destroyed the Decepticons' #2 varmint. He can't be working for Megatron.
Welcome back to the Titanium Hangar. This is Mike, and I'm coming at you with a review of this Advanced Pioneer. This is the MechFansToys version of the Magic Square Trailbreaker, and it's a pretty good option. It's different than I thought it'd be. The colors are a little bit different, but overall, it's still a pretty decent figure, pretty solid. There are some improvements to the Magic Square. There are a couple things Magic Square does better, but at the end of the day, this is almost half the price of the Magic Square one. A little bit bigger, KO oversized. Now, I did get this at Shozy Store. You can get yours there too. I have a link down below. Let's get into looking at Advanced Pioneer. Alright, so here is the packaging. It is the Advanced Pioneer, and on the side you see some more of that same front artwork. The back, you get to see both modes and all that's going on. And then the side, bot mode, not much to it. Here is what it looks like right out of the packaging, all those accessories. And yes, the accessories are silver. I like that. So here he is right out of the package, and he's a little bit on the blue side, as in the color blue, and that's a little strange. I thought he was going to be jet black, kind of like the other one, but it's different. I don't know why he's this kind of navy blue looking color to it, but he does have kind of a reflective windshield to him with some paint right there. Sort of, I guess it's like a little bit of an off-white to the legs and the arms, so not quite silver, red, plastic, a little bit of paint apps down here. But yeah, I'm a little bit surprised about the blue, and here's on the back. So anyhow, let's go ahead and see these accessories that he comes with. So he's got this radar dish that he uses in alt mode. We've got his shoulder cannon. We got his arm attachment and this back of the headpiece. So we're going to go ahead and put these on here. So this is like a nice shiny silver. So we're going to plug it right back here, and that looks pretty good. With his arm attachment, we're just going to fold his hand back, and then this plugs into his hand. So his hand's holding it, which is cool. And then shoulder cannon, that's going to plug in right here. So we can have him fully assembled. I guess if you wanted to, somehow you could plug this in over here too. Maybe. No, maybe not. Anyway, there he is, all assembled, all of his parts. We have some articulation to this. So looking pretty good. So speaking of articulation, let's see what articulation he has. Okay, starting with his head, going up a little bit and down a little bit, of course, side to side. And then shoulder goes out about this far. And it's a reverse butterfly if you want to get extreme out, like, you know. Oh, let's turn that head's tight. Yeah, you can do something like that if you want to. And then it goes out that far. So that's about as much range you're going to get there. You do have the bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, which is actually pretty good. Full range at the shoulder right there. And I could plug that in just a little bit more. And then for the hand, of course, it's like the usual, just a holding hand. He does have an extreme ab crunch. This is what Magic Square is sort of known for. Got a nice waist swivel there. You can do the splits. You can go, both of them, all the way out there. And then all the way to the front, all the way to the back. And nope, not double jointed. That looks like it could be a joint on the knee. It looks like it is. Yeah, let's get that going. Double jointed knee. And then you got the swivel at the thigh, toes up and down, foot goes out, so pretty much as far as you want. So decent articulation for a 4-inch, well, this is almost 5-inch figure. Oddly enough, I don't remember this guy being this dynamic in the show at all, but you know, you can put him inside dynamic poses if you want to. So I do think this is what the comparison most people want to see. And did I mess this up? Put that on backwards, didn't I? Okay. This is the comparison that most people want to see, and this is next to Magic Square. And looking at this, you notice two things right off the bat. The MechFansToys one is taller, and that this one is jet black versus blue. So those are the differences in these guys, the big differences. Now, some of the smaller differences. We've got the new one, MechFansToys has the silver on the accessories, where this one is white on accessories. And this is a slightly different color of white that's on this one. Maybe it's just because it's blue, it looks different. I don't know. The windshield is a dark, deep blue on the Magic Square, and it's like a pearl-escent kind of blue, a pearl blue on this one here. Then going down, I think everything's pretty similar, but you do have paint on the knees and more silver down here. So different setup of colors and color scheme going on. On the side, we've got these, well, I thought we had that. No, we've got some more paint apps that are going to be in the alt mode, which we do have some of that in the other alt mode. And there he is for the back. So comparison to Magic Square, which is, I think, the biggest thing, the biggest difference. And I don't know, it's kind of strange how they look so different. And of course, the faces. On Magic Square, the face is painted silver grayish, and this one, it's all just that blue. So a lot of differences there, and I didn't see any spare faces in the box, but that's strange. All right, as for scale-wise, I think he scales okay with other Magic Square, to tell you the truth. He's right about the same size as Optimus Prime and fits in relatively well. This is the MechFansToys version of the Magic Square version of Perceptor, and this is Toy World, Magic Square, and New Age Monero. So you can get an idea of scale, how he fits, but let's swap him out with the original Magic Square. And there's the original Magic Square. So depending on which one you like better, what scale-wise you like better, I think he fits. If you want him for scale, he will work. All right, now for the transformation, I'm going to go a little bit out of order with this, but I want to do the legs first, going up, and then we're going to flip this piece up, and then fold this all out, flip this around, and expose, you're building the side of the car there, and then you're going to fold this piece in, fold the toes down, flip this around, and connect it, and we've got that piece right there. Same thing we're going to do on the other side here. We're going to pop this up, flip it around, and open that. Okay, let's go from this angle here. Flip this piece up, fold all of this out of the way so you can flip this around, and that came off the mushroom peg. This folds inside, that folds toes down, that's out. Then we have the rear of the vehicle ready to go, more or less. They can tab together. It's a tight little tab there. And then we can work on the upper body, and all of this is going to make sense. Okay, so fold the hands back, and then let's just get the arms into a kind of a looking like this. And then fold the head around, fold it back. We need to disengage the reverse butterfly and pull this out. Now this is on a slider here, so it can slide out, and then it can fold out like so. We have all this going on. We need to fold the arms around. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way right here. This little area here out of the way so that the arms can fold up and in like so. So we're going to fold them in like that. So let's get this set up to where it will work in like this so that this can come down and over like so, and then goes into place like that, and all this works good. Now this is what's going to rotate so that you can close it up. Come on, rotate. And then this slides into it, and we just start tabbing stuff in. Yeah, it's also on a slider, so it will slide back. That's on a slider too. It's interesting. Start tabbing this bad boy in and getting it all done, and then we could put all the accessories on it really that you want. Like it shows this on here, right here, and then according to the box it shows a few other things, a few other configurations, but let's see what we can put on there, and we'll look at it in its alt mode. All right, so here's the alt mode, and it doesn't look that bad actually, and I think it has more paint apps than even the Magic Square. I don't think that Magic Square had these paint apps, or didn't have these, one or the other. So looking at it though, it looks pretty good. It's like a little looks like kind of more like a camper than the original one did, but still looks good. Really an interesting looking vehicle mode overall. And so now that you see all the paint apps that are exposed, because it's in the alt mode and the way it's supposed to look, it looks pretty interesting. Now, I don't think it looks exactly like a Trailbreaker. It looks close. It's like, oh, you know what? It could pass as a Trailbreaker. Now, the only places that I see that you can put the accessories are there and there, so I don't really know if there was a place to put these, but I'm not really too worried about it because I'll probably store it in bot mode. I'm not sure. Still not sure which mode I'll have them in, but I'll probably be in bot mode. But let's go ahead and pull these off and see what it looks like. Bare naked with no accessories. And there he is, looking pretty good. It rolls okay. But I think it's interesting looking. The head's kind of fallen in there. I might have to fish it out. I don't like that. But aside from that, it looks pretty good overall. And here's some size comparison. This is the Iron Trans of the bunch. This one is the Magic Square. This one is the first New Age, the Flipper. So I don't flip him around anymore. He just stays in alt mode. This is a Magic Square. This is, no, New Age Magic Square. And let's look at him from the side angle. That's how he fits. It works. This is too big. New Iron Trans is oversized. I admit that, but it still looks pretty good. So this is my look at the MechFansToys Advanced Pioneer, their take on a KO oversized version of Magic Square's Trailbreaker. Now, overall, it's a pretty decent figure. It looks pretty good. The materials feel okay, and he works relatively well. I do like the silver on the accessories, and there's a few things I do like about this thing. But the blue is a little surprising. I didn't know he was going to be blue. I guess I should have looked closer at the pictures. I just kind of thought that maybe that was just some bad pictures. But they did have a few other paint accents, so some differences in this from the Magic Square. So yeah, the Magic Square still, it's jet black like I would think. Now, overall, its scale, I do like them a little bit bigger, so I do like that about it. And I do like the silver accessories, and so with that, there's just some differences. It's more different than I thought it would be. It's still pretty cool, and for the most part, I generally get the MechFansToys versions and get rid of my Magic Squares because I like the MechFansToys better. They do make improvements here and there, and it just feels like a more solid, tight figure. But I do have a link for you down below where you can get one of these for yourself. It shows each store, and it's about a little more than half the price of a Magic Square one, but you get a little bit bigger and a little more out of it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Titanium Hanger out.
Make it ricochet to that exact spot marked X. Then ricochet back up again to that same stone.
Piece of chrome alloy cake, huh? What happened to ready and get set?
I got so excited, I guess I forgot.
Conduct a chip with hypnotic properties. Diabolical.
I'm right behind you.